let's get this party started.
Alright.
Let's walk out to the deck, see what we're dealing with. So we are in the middle of doing the deck. Taking from wood to composite, Trex decking. So here's as far as I got, and if you back up, see, I started over there, and I've worked about a quarter of the way around the deck, and now I have the rest of this to do. We're going to take this shed out, and all this has got to be replaced. It is rotten. People are putting their feet through it. All this has got to be replaced. Got caution tape over here because we had a birthday party and I didn't want anybody to trip. Oh, there's another rot spot. And then evil Asian jasmine. This is all got to come out. This fence has got to come out. And then all this deck here, all the way up to where we started. I built a gate. The last couple weeks I've been working on this. And this flower box too, I built that. It's kind of fun. And I put springs on the gate so it automatically retracts. Show you how it works. Basically, if you're going in and out a lot, I put this little EMT strap in there so that, yep. So I put the EMT strap on there so that if you're going in and out a lot, you can just like that and it doesn't latch. And then on the other side, once it's latched, if you're going this way, just pull on the string and then you're in. Isn't that wonderful? I like videotaping you instead of me.
Wonderful.
Alright, so let's go down here. Some cleanup we have to do down here. This is all Asian jasmine. There's some growing back right here. Have to rip all this out, and we have to rip all this wood out for this little ramp. Previous owners used it as a kind of like a turnaround driveway, and this wood's all rotten. And it's the Asian jasmine is growing up underneath the siding of the garage, so got to take that out. One more project. My first car, 2003 Saturn Ion. It blew a transmission about a decade ago and I've hung on to it. So that'll be an upcoming project in sometime this summer. Needs a lot of work. And the Trex decking 16-foot segments. We started with the 8-foot, but we switched to the 16 because the 16, when you buy it, you get to buy these little cool screws and you don't have to drill through the decking. You just take these and they slide right in like this, and then you screw it down and it stabilizes it. Grooves on the sides instead of just the round edges. Alright, there's the carport. We're going to be painting that at some point. There's my new toolbox. All my goodies in there. Craftsman. Here's my man cave that we were working on last year. It's a mess. Right now it's basically bike storage. When we bought the house, this pool table was actually in the living room. They used the living room as basically a rec room. So we actually moved it into the man cave. We painted the man cave. This is a nasty greasy floor at one point. We painted it all. Got a projector up here and screen, a fridge, recliner. So this is just a little fun area. So right here, they put this bay window in at some point when they did the carport, because the 5th bedroom is actually, it was once a garage. This is all rotted and soft down here. So this is all going to have to be replaced. It's dripping down through the window through somewhere in there. Haven't really discovered where yet. We recently did all the bottom siding on this side because the Asian jasmine had just eaten up all the wood.
Eaten.
It's Eaton.
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 E-A-T-E-N. Eaton.
Comment below on is it Eaton or Eaton?
Only English teachers that know the English language, please. Eaton. Eaton.
Eaton.
Past tense of eat. Eaton.
Past tense of eat. This was all Asian jasmine. This huge bed right here, from here all the way down, when we moved in, was just full of Asian jasmine. We ripped it all out. We put sod in this strip, and of course, you know that project. That was my first video, and we've just been adding and adding and adding. Next project that I'm going to be working on is the irrigation system, and recently I bought an Eve Aqua that controls one of my lines for my irrigation that I'm going to be putting in. I'll do a review of that in future video. But this, all these hoses, I basically bought sprinklers and hoses, less than $200 worth, and I'm going to be burying them in the ground all the way through the property. And I'm going to take these PVCs and I'm going to put them underneath the sidewalk so that I get access there. And right now, all I have to do is come over here, touch a button, and boom, look what comes on. What are you talking about doing?
Sunshine ligustrum just right here. Just thinking about it in my head. Not that corner. I actually planted some daylilies right there. I'm waiting for them to come up. They just won't come up. There were bulbs that we bought. I think they're like right here.
Yeah, they are. Another project is this. This is a monstrosity. There's wisteria, Asian jasmine, nandinas. The only thing that is keeping them at bay is my weed whacker. So we're gonna rip all this out and start over. Not sure what we're gonna do, but this is gonna be a project.
I have not quite decided what I'm going to do with it, but I know all that's coming out. I don't know if it's going to be like a pergola with the wisteria growing on it, or a big fountain. I don't know if it's going to be a big deal to run electricity over there and have just a really nice big fountain over there.
It won't, and one of the things that I'm doing when I do the irrigation and bury these hoses is I'm actually going to run 2 pipes. I'll run one for the hose and I'll run one for the electricity.
Yeah.
And then when we go to run the electricity, I'll have an access under the sidewalk so that I can put electricity out there.
Over there too.
You want a street lamp over there too?
Right. Remember?
So you want 2 street lamps? Just one?
Just one.
I thought you wanted one over there.
Was it over there? I thought
Yeah.
it was over there.
Oh, that's
I
new.
was thinking it was over there.
Okay.
We didn't have it over there?
Maybe now there's 2 street lamps.
I don't think so. I thought
Okay.
it was just one.
Just
Yeah, I thought
one?
it was over there, but I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway,
I thought you wanted a street lamp over
Right.
there.
either a fountain or like a pergola with a bench, although I don't know. Still kind of,
Yeah.
I decide the minute it's
Right. So
implemented,
the first thing we have to do is rip all that out first, and then
Correct.
you know, go from there.
Right.
Is that Nandina up there?
Oh yeah.
Nandina, wisteria, Asian jasmine, sticks, leaves, old cedar, and a giant oak.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. Oh yeah, there's pumpkins in there too.
There's a pumpkin. Did y'all have a pumpkin?
We threw a pumpkin in there thinking that some animal would come and eat it, you know.
And
He taught me to do that, and
Yeah.
I think it's still up in there. It's just sitting there.
I don't even know if it ever
It
rotted.
rotted out. Did it not
Yeah.
rot? I can't
Let's
believe
see.
Squirrels didn't get it.
They didn't. They didn't touch it.
It was. Oh.
They probably couldn't find it.
Yeah, it was up in here, so
They
maybe
probably couldn't
maybe it
find
finally decayed enough.
Or maybe they did. Maybe
Yeah.
they came and got it and took it off.
This was a little project we did a few weeks ago. We put some fertilizer and soil down and put some bricks and planted some things around our mailbox, and turned out pretty nice. Sun's coming out.
A couple rows.
Yeah, one more.
This is a cedar.
Huh?
This cedar. So when we bought the house, this cedar tree was all the way down to the ground. It actually drooped all the way to the ground, and we took about 8 feet off of it, but looks like we need to take a few more. This is all got to be ripped out. All Asian jasmine. It is taken over this quarter of the lawn. This is basically what it looked like when we moved in. We just have waited till very last to take care of this. So all this is getting ripped out. We're gonna redo something new in here. One project I forgot to talk about was putting air stone up on the front of the house, just down the slats. That's all the projects that we have going on right now. We've got the deck out back, the Saturn, the floor in the carport, the air stone, the Asian jasmine, landscaping, the irrigation system, hardy board. What else? Oh, when we haven't even talked about the inside. What are we doing on the inside? We got cabinets.
Yeah.
We're painting the cabinets, putting new knobs on.
Well, that's gonna be Sunday, so.
Yeah. That concludes this episode. We'll talk to you next time.